This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for May 16, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, police fear health issues due to deplorable conditions in lockups. Corporal Rohan James, chairman of the Police Federation, says police officers are concerned about their health while guarding lockups. Corporal James says that the officers often have to interact with detainees who have poor hygiene and engage in unsanitary practices, including the release of bodily fluids without concern for others. He urged the Police High Command to address the issue and ensure the health, safety, and security of officers is looked after so the lawmen can continue to perform their duties. In reiterating his call for the overcrowding to be alleviated, Corporal James said a reduction in the number of detainees would allow for better cleaning of the facilities.
We continue to beseech the High Command and the powers that be for these conditions to be remedied and for the issue of health and safety and security to be taken in a holistic manner, that we, in our quest, in service to the people of Jamaica, can remain healthy, because a sick workforce cannot be a healthy workforce and a service delivery workforce. So we don't want any impediment at this time in relation to the health aspect of our workforce. Those who are charged with the responsibility as lockups administrator must endeavor to obtain the necessary documentations for the removal of those who are remanded and convicted from our custody, and to enable those who are in custody to have that space, and for the proper sanitization to be taking place on a daily basis.
Some victims of crime killed after failing to heed the police instructions, says Chang. National Security Minister Dr. Hayes Chang says several victims of crime in St. James and other parts of the country are killed because they refuse to heed instructions from the police. Speaking while on tour in Montego Bay, St. James on the weekend, Dr. Chang said disputes over lottery scamming, reprisals, and gang conflicts are to be blamed for the surge in crime in St. James and other western parishes. He added that unsuspecting family members are targeted by rival gang members. Dr. Chang said many are killed because they refuse to cooperate with the police.
And that collaboration means not only providing information, when I say cooperation, because sometimes the police are identifying the problem, look at the source where the retaliation like to come. When they advise citizens to take precaution, to protect themselves, I urge citizens to accept the guidance of the police. If a police officer said, leave your home for this space for a month or two, it's not a matter that you want to separate them from the community. Once we close the case, they can come back. But you cannot stay in defiance, because that means you're going to try and fight back yourself, which means creating more crime, and then the victim becomes also a perpetrator. And the police have to be detaining all sides. But our job is to prevent crime. We have had a couple of double murders out here which have been very worrying, and as I said, double murders are like what we call those of social interest. People take it creates far more a sense of fear in the community, because usually double murders take place by people, the criminal doing arbitrary shooting. Like in Dumfries, they have a conflict between a gangster and some other personalities, and they drive by a shop to which they have some connection, and they shoot the shop, everybody in the shop. That kind of activity, when they fire into an innocent crowd, creates a level of fear which we are very concerned about. And so I'm out here today to assure Jamaicans we are going to do everything required to find the perpetrators and to urge citizens to give cooperation in identifying them. We will examine and work with the leadership and the assistant commissioners here with me today, and whatever advice the police sees best in terms of legitimate activities, we will pursue them aggressively. In addition to that, of course, is my responsibility at the ministry to see what additional physical tools the police may need and see to get them quickly. The commissioner will also examine in terms of the numbers by deployment, but one of the things we don't want to do is to pull personalities from one area, resources, and that here perks up and the other one come down. But it's very unfortunate what has happened here, tragic really.
Mobe pastor on rape charge to stand the trial in November. Jason Rose, the St. James pastor accused of raping a teenage girl in 2021, will stand the trial in the St. James Circuit Court on November 27, along with his wife and the mother of the complainant. Rose, his wife Kimmy Rose, and the complainant's mother were given the trial date and had their bails extended when they appeared together in court last Friday, May 12. The court also vacated a bench warrant which had previously been issued for the complainant's mother, whose name is being withheld to protect the child's identity. The woman had failed to appear in court when the case was last mentioned on May 5, but she subsequently made herself available before the court sometime later. In addition to Jason Rose's rape charge, the 3 defendants are all charged with attempting to pervert the course of justice. However, there have been few additional details released regarding the in-camera matter since the 3 defendants had their case transferred from the St. James Parish Court to the St. James Circuit Court on September 27, 2021. In the case against Jason Rose on May 28, 2021, the complainant, who was 15 at the time, reported that she had been raped by the pastor on his church's compound, where she had gone to use the facility's internet for an educational project. Following the pastor's arrest and the charge, Kimmy Rose and the girl's mother were arrested and charged with attempting to pervert the course of justice and breaching the Child Care and Protection Act. The allegations against the 2 women are that on June 10, 2021, the victim and her mother visited the offices of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Center for the investigation of sexual offenses and child abuse to give a statement that the child's initial rape accusation against the pastor was not true. While being interviewed, the complainant reportedly explained that she was being forced to give the second statement by her mother, the accused pastor, and the pastor's wife for the case to be dropped. The complainant's mother was arrested on that day, and Kimmy Rose was arrested the following day, June 11. Jason Rose first appeared before the St. James Parish Court on June 14, 2021, where he was offered bail in the sum of $300,000 on the rape charge. However, he was remanded 2 days later on June 16 in relation to an additional charge of perverting the course of justice, which the women were also charged with when they first appeared in court on that date. All 3 defendants were denied bail at that time regarding the perversion of justice charge out of concern that they would interfere with the complainant. A gag order was also imposed on the court by presiding parish judge Sasha Ashley concerning the case's details. Rio Corporate fishermen worried about another fish kill. A fresh concern has emerged about pollution of a section of the Rio Corporate in St. Catherine. Fishermen have expressed the concerns about a visible discoloration of the river and an odor reminiscent of caustic soda at a point where an underground water source empties into the main river stream. The fishermen told the news that since Saturday, they have been experiencing signs of pollution such as the foul odor and the discoloration, and the fear that fish types such as fry and the fingerlings are now going through their developmental stage could be wiped out. This has prompted Friends of the Rio Corporate president, Kessonard Gordon, to test the water in the area yesterday. We are concerned about what we are witnessing because after conducting 2 separate tests in the area where we saw the discoloration and where it smells like caustic soda, and upstream where the water was clear, we got 2 different readings, Gordon told the news. He continued, where we saw the discolored water flowing into the main river stream, the pH or acidity of the water was 8 and trending up, while the turbidity or water clarity was 40 nephelometric turbidity units. Gordon noted that in the area upstream, the contrast was clear, with the pH readings between 6 and 7 and the turbidity between 0 and 1 NTU. These readings indicate that there is a difference in the water quality, and this is troubling to us in light of the hardships we have experienced with previous pollutions, Gordon said. He disclosed that the test kits were supplied by the Jamaica Environmental Trust, a non-government agency, and the testing was conducted with strict adherence to the methods outlined to them by JET representatives. Meanwhile, National Water Commission Field Operations Manager for St. Catherine, Calvert Davis, observed that turbidity of 40 NTU is not detrimental because the water is treated at the treatment plant before it is pumped to the customers. Davis added that if the pH level is trending upwards of 8.5, then this could be cause for concern. Fisherman Marian Green of Bogwalk maintained that the river was polluted at the point where the water flows into the main river stream from under the earth. It is polluted right here. The only reason why it is not causing a major fish kill is because it comes from under the earth and it is filtered. But where it comes out, we are smelling the caustic soda, and the discoloration is obvious to the naked eyes, he told the news. Green's assertion was supported by Everald Hyatt, another fisherman from the area, who agrees that the odor and the discoloration were positive signs of the pollution that caused the several fish kills in the past. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.